Good morning, Rabun County. It's Roger Glenn with Poss Realty. We are here today at Andy's Market, and we've got Andy Hunter, who's he and his wife Deborah are the owner-operators of Andy's Market. So, and we owe Andy a special apology. This is our second try for this, so we're back taking up a little bit more time. But the story of the market here and you and Deborah is a good one. So we wanted to get this right. So, Andy, thanks for taking time. Could you just start and tell the folks where you're located? That's the easy part.
Well, we're located on Rickman Street. As you come in south, from the south, you turn right at the red light, and you'll run right into us by the Rabun County Bank on Rickman Street. Me and Deborah purchased the store in 1984, and I worked here several years before we purchased it, raised 3 kids here.
Wow.
So this February will be 37 years that we've operated. Take a lot of pride in the meat counter.
Yeah.
Take a lot of pride in special cuts. Rabun County has been like super good to us as a business. Without customers, we're nothing.
Yeah.
We've been blessed with a lot of good customers. A lot of good people.
What about, I know you got the meat here, and see all your awards that you've won over the years, but what kind of meat selection do you typically have, and can you talk to folks about where you get it from, things like that?
We get our beef from Hickory, North Carolina. We get our chicken, they're local. We get them from Gainesville, but they're from growers right here in Rabun County.
Yep.
No steroids, all natural chicken.
Yeah.
We use Indiana pork. Basically it's chicken, beef, and pork, but we do special order lamb for people.
Okay.
We special order a lot of stuff, but we do pride ourselves in special cuts. Say you and your wife come in and you want 2 big steaks. We get you what you want. Like at Christmas, our butchers probably cut 200 prime ribs, all different sizes to fit their families. We take a lot of pride in doing that. And we handle a full line of meat. If you don't see it, we've probably got it in the back. Like if you want ground sirloin, you might not see it in the counter, but you just tell a butcher we got 2 on full time.
Yeah.
To get anything you want.
Yeah. Well, and I can tell you from personal experience, it's exceptional.
Well, thank you.
Beef, we've had several cuts of steak.
Yeah.
And you are a full service supermarket.
We are. We got a full line of groceries. We may not have everything a Publix has got, or even an Ingles, our neighbor here, which are good neighbors.
Yeah.
But we've got anything you'd need. We do. And we order a lot of cases for people if anybody needs anything to stock up on and all. And it's just more of a personal relationship between me and Deborah and the customers. We know most of them's family, their grandkids, and all that. We've had generations that shopped here. I'll give you an instance. The other day, Jim Blaylock was in. Well, his mother and father shopped here. Jim and Kathy shopped here, and his 2 kids have shopped here, and his grandson come in the other day. So that's how deep we are and how personal we are. We look at our customers as our family.
Yeah.
Really. They like I said, to start with, Rabun County has been extremely good to me and my wife and children. My children grew up working in here, roller skating at night while we were working, and just then they all got grown and left.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to hire help.
but no roller skating for the kids
No.
of customers. You
No.
can't. That'd be bad. What about the produce? Because I know a lot of people that know the store know that you've got produce out front, but
We
talk a little bit
do.
about that.
In the summertime, we buy local produce from gardens and customers that shop with me year round. We buy produce from them, and the biggest one is the Shirley Farms. Luke and Leon Shirley. We buy beans and tomatoes and anything they grow. We fill the porch up,
Yeah.
and we do take a lot of pride in buying the local produce. And in the fall, we buy apples from Long Creek, and we fill the porch up with apples. But before apples, we get peaches from Long Creek,
Yeah.
and we do handle anything local when it's available.
Right.
In the wintertime, it's short picking. We use a lot of Osage's produce.
Uh-huh.
We buy. We get August Produce supplies us. They pick up stuff in August, and we reap and sell.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Now with COVID, you know, I know that affects people, but you were talking about the fact that you'll actually still bag and take groceries out to people's
We do,
car.
and we still bag and carry out groceries the old way.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's the only way I know to do it.
You were telling me a story that I thought was interesting and kind of demonstrative of your attachment to Rabun County and the community about when y'all had a little fire here a few years ago.
Yes.
Can you share that story?
That was actually pretty recent, Roger. What we had is our phone rung. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was I think it was a police officer. They needed to get in the store. There was a fire, and they wanted to make sure it wasn't in the store. Well, that's panic, you know. So me and Deborah jumped, half dressed, come down here, and the parking lot was full. You could not get another car in it, and our electrical box out back had caught fire, and one of the cops, actually, one of the local cops, put it out.
Wow.
But they didn't know about the smoke and stuff inside. And they, when we got here, they had done it come in and checked everything out. And it turned out we had no power. And the cops, the fire department, everyone come in here, and they boxed up every perishable item I had.
Wow.
I actually felt in the way. And they, and my wife called Aaron Holt from the food bank, and he got out of bed, come here with a refrigerated truck, a big truck, and we put everything in it till the next day.
Yeah.
And didn't even hesitate. And it's probably the most humbling experience I've ever experienced, that they went beyond putting the fire out. And then when it got daylight, we had went home, changed some clothes, come back down,
properly dressed.
and some of the volunteer fire people were helping the electrician.
Yeah.
And it really opened my eyes up about this community, and obviously what I meant to them, but now what they mean to me.
Right.
Because it was really humbling to me.
Yeah.
It was the most humbling thing to see that people care that much,
Yeah.
and that our workers in this county, they're not just workers. They've got a heart, and that just, it brought me down about 4 notches.
Yeah.
And then years ago, we had a guy run into the side of the store
Oh.
and make actually a hole in the building. And a local boy, Eugene Collinback, stood in that hole till I opened up the next morning.
Wow.
And that's another event I'll never forget.
Yeah.
That little Eugene, even though it happened way before daylight, before opening time, he stood and guarded that hole till I got here.
That's something.
So, Rabun County people take care of people.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, thank you for taking time this morning.
Thank you.
And I apologize we had to do this twice. By the
Sorry.
way, special mention, I'll embarrass him a little bit. It was last week, but Andy's birthday was last Friday. So if you haven't wished him happy birthday, you still have an opportunity to wish him a belated birthday. But love the story about Rabun County. That's kind of the nature of the community and people
It is.
coming together. But it's also tells you something about Andy and the market and what you and Deborah have meant, I think, to the community. That, you know, it's certainly a landmark for those that haven't ever been here before, which is probably not a local people. But if you're visiting Rabun County or considering moving here, please take time to come by Andy's and pick up a couple steaks and other things that you might need, and enjoy meeting the hunters. They're great people. We'll also post your hours on the website and
Yeah.
link to your sites as well. So more information will be out there. If you're interested in having your business or organization featured on the Rabun County Park Bench site, please get in touch with either myself or Laura, and we'd be happy to come out and shoot a session like this for you. Thank you.
Thank you.